Hey folks, it's Andrew from Two Wheel Addicts, and we're coming at you from Marysville in Victoria. And we've spent the day basically riding the outskirts, some great roads like Black Spur, testing BMW's new Boxer range. Of course, it's the Australian media launch for what could be best described as BMW's R launch. We've got the granddaddy here, the R1300, which is basically the greatest and latest touring model, the one with all the bells and whistles. We've got the R1300 RS. It's an aggressive road-going sports bike with all the touring qualities. And of course, that big Boxer motor. And the black sheep of the family, the R1300R, the naked Sportster, which has a ton of attitude and is a ton of fun. Probably the most aggressive of the trio on the road. So why is this model so important for BMW? With their GS and GS Adventure making up over 50% of Australian sales. And of course, we had the GS and GSA update last year, going from the 1250, the legendary 1250, to the 1300. It was time for the replacement models. And we've had all of them here, just not these three here, but you can see a whole stack of bikes behind us in all the model variants. Lot of focus not only on the new power plant, which is terrific, nice and punchy down low, just like it is in the GS, but of course the shift assistant. As I said, just about every bell and whistle on this model conceivable. You've got heated grips for the pillion, heated pillion seat, heated backrest, beautiful cases. Everything's finished nicely into that level of execution you like from BMW. And then you move to the more sporty models. This model's a real standout for me, the R1300 RS. To me, again, and BMW freely admit this, these bikes compete with some of their other bikes that are already in the model range. Anyone that's looking at one of these three bikes is obviously going to be looking at a GS as well. And not all GS riders are adventure bike riders. A lot of people buy GSs just because they like riding on the road. And this is the alternative. So this is a more spirited sports bike, still with touring qualities. You can put your panniers on the back, a heap of new technology, really best of both worlds. And as I said, this one's probably not going to compete with your GS so much. For me, it's a direct competitor to your S1000XR. It's basically Boxer motor versus inline four, a little bit lower seat height, which makes it a little bit more manageable. But again, it's going to be horses for courses and where punters want to put their money. And then you move over again to the R1300R, which without doubt is going to compete with the S1000R. So again, exactly the same battle that that R1300 is going to have with the S1000. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that pans out in sales terms for BMW moving forward. Initial thoughts on the new models? RT, it's beautiful on the road. It's like riding a lounge chair that handles. Probably not as punchy as the other two because it's obviously carrying a heap more weight with its touring capabilities, but a very nice bike. The R1300 RS is probably the best. It's in the middle. It does everything a touring bike should. I'm really looking forward to spending a little bit more time with it tomorrow. We've got another day aboard these bikes and we'll bring you some more of our thoughts tomorrow. And the R1300R, just like the S1000R, a whole heap of fun. It's a hooligan machine. So stay tuned and we'll come at you with the rest of the action from tomorrow. See you soon. All right. Hey folks, it's Andrew from Two Wheel Addicts, and we're somewhere in Victoria and the weather has remained perfect for day 2 of BMW Australia's Boxer R launch. Again, we've been carving more exciting back roads through parts of Victoria. I can't tell you where I am, but the roads are fantastic. We've got the RS on show, the R and the RT, just like we had yesterday. Again, proving bucket loads of fun and very impressive. One of the things we've really come to love in particular about these 2 days is riding without a clutch. I wasn't sold on the ASA, on the GSA when we tested it. I didn't know how it would go off-road, but on-road, it's a game changer. It's a winner. The gearbox is effortless. I haven't used auto too much. I found with auto, it was sort of chasing my riding a little bit. But having it in manual, the gear changes are smooth, crisp, and they're just effortless. It's absolutely beautiful. So the ASA on these 2 days of riding has got a massive tick from us across all 3 of these models. All of these bikes have a different character, a different soul, and a different target market, which is great. The RS is probably the middle ground. It's a sports tourer, perfect for scratching on weekends, going out for your mates for longer rides with the full pannier setup. The 1300R is by the far the aggressive of the trio. The performance model in particular, it just feels like it's got a different demeanor to it completely. And the RT really is the optimum of cruising. The bike, as we said yesterday, has everything you want, leaves you wanting for nothing more. It handles particularly well for a big bike, and it does everything a big bike should. Fit and finish across all these bikes is excellent. We're going to head back to BMW headquarters now. We've got planes to catch. We've had a great 2 days of riding, but make sure you stay tuned to Two Wheel Addicts. The website will have the full written review up in not too long at all. So make sure you stay tuned at www.twowheeladdicts.com.au, and we'll catch you next time, folks.